Hi, super, Natalie, super. Thank you for inviting me. I'm super excited about the interview, and I'm really happy to share all my knowledge in a very, very short time.
Thanks so much. Please share a decision that truly changed your life, a moment when you choose to ride the shark of change instead of staying on the safe beach. And what was happening in your world before you made that leap?
That's a very good question. The thing is that I used to be a head of a huge advertising agency in Europe, and I worked in advertising in the US and Europe and all over the place. And at one point, I noticed that my true gift is really to inspire people. And my real joy is to be actually on stage and inspire people. But the problem was I was the head of an agency. So I had a lot of money, a lot of responsibility, a huge team. And it wasn't that easy that I can just quit like that. But still, I did the decision because I knew if I do not quit the old stuff, I cannot fully embrace the new stuff. So in order to do something new, you have to go through the pain of breaking the old connections and saying goodbye to safety, saying goodbye to all those kinds of things, and jump into the cold water of change. And that gives you tons and tons of energy. Of course, it shocks you. Your system is, whoa, what did I do? Why did I quit? But it's the best decision I ever made. And I can really tell everybody, go for the courageous decisions. Sometimes it's a little bit painful, but only if you go for the decision all the way, you can achieve what you want. A little bit painful. One little super example of, we have a little son, and when our son learned how to ride the bike, what happens? He falls down. And then there's blood on the knees and blood on the elbows. But he gets up on that bike again because he knows the blood will go away, but being able to ride a bike will stay with him forever. So are not afraid of the pain, are not afraid of the blood. That will go away, and embrace change fully. I did it, and I love that decision.
So powerful, Dietmar. Brave man. When facing big change, what's your favorite survival strategy? Here's our vote.
Oh, wow. I obviously ride the shark of change, and I ride it big time. I even wrote a book about it, Riding the Shark of Change. And here on the back side of the book, you can see how I'm riding the shark of change on stage. The thing is that change to us looks as if it were dangerous. It does look like a shark, but if a shark is in your living room or a shark is in your area, what can you do? You cannot run away. It's a shark. The shark will be way stronger. You cannot fight it. It's way stronger. You cannot do nothing because then the shark eats you 100%. The only thing you can do is you can jump on that shark of change, and then you're on top of the shark. And the dangerous mouth is in front of you, and you are riding the shark of change. And I can tell you, if you ride the shark of change, everybody will say, wow, how cool. Look at this person. This person is riding the shark of change. It's way funner to ride a shark than to ride a bike. So ride the shark of change and do it all the way.
Okay, we're riding the shark. So, this option.
Yes.
Ride the shark, or maybe break the rules and invent your own path.
Yeah. The thing is that you can exactly when you're riding the shark, you can define the market that you're operating in, because everybody says, wow, that's a powerful animal you are riding. The shark of change might be, for instance, artificial intelligence right now, or robots right now, or blockchain, or quantum computing. You might be afraid of those things, but when you embrace them, their power, the power of the shark, is your power because you are riding it. The power of AI, quantum computing, robots becomes your power because you're riding it. So ride the shark, and then you can actually create the market that you want, because everybody will go, wow, how cool.
We choose ride the shark. Creativity will be anyway. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
Right.
Oh, destroy the pillows. Yeah, that is very, very important. I was talking about how I decided to quit my job, and that is actually a pillow of comfort. And in order to embrace the new, you have to get rid of the old, because when the old is still there, you're always tempted. You're always going, oh, maybe I should go back to the old. It's so much better. But if the old is gone, you cannot go back. So, in my point of view, because I'm an emotional person, it's way easier to stop cold, destroy the old, and say, this is it. Toof. So, destroying the pillows of comfort, destroying the pillows that makes you lazy in a little bit, allows you to ride the shark. It's not an easy thing to ride the shark of change because it's still a shark, you know. So in order to do that, the first thing you need to do is definitely to destroy the pillars of comfort. And then you are free, you're liberated, and you can embrace the new full blast.
Understand? We choose destroy the pillars.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, go all in. Fantastic. That is really, really important as well. I give a lot of keynotes, and some of the keynotes are about the fear and facing an enemy, like, or facing a difficult situation. And in sports, there is a saying that's called ISOF, and ISOF means individual zones of optimal functioning, which means is when do you perform best? When are you the strongest? And the ISOF model says that you are the strongest if you are actually challenged by your environment, if there is adrenaline. Let's say you are a bullfighter in Spain, and when the bull comes, boom, you're awake. If a rabbit comes, you're not awake. A rabbit is nothing, right? Why should you give everything? So when the bull comes, boom, you're awake and you give everything. And when you give everything, you can change everything. That's what I call the go all in. And it's very important. If you look again at artificial intelligence, up until earlier this year, everybody, or late last year, everybody thought that America cannot be beat. How can they, you know, they have ChatGTP and all those kinds of things. How can you be better than them? But then the Chinese said, boom, look at us, DeepSeek. And now Switzerland is creating a new model that is completely transparent because they see challenge level. They don't give up. They go all in and they say, well, we will see. I'm going to fight that. Maybe I don't win today, but I will win next year. So if you face a big problem, don't give up. If you are afraid, you withdraw and nothing will change. It's not a good thing. If you think it's easy, you don't give everything because, hey, you're the matador fighting a cat. That's too easy. Why should you give everything? Only if you go all in and you have the challenge level, you will change the world. So going all in, very, very important.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you, Dietmar. So just go all in. Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah. Give it everything.
Yeah. Go all in or adapt and grow.
Adapt and grow is the result of going all in. If you go all in, you have all the power in order to change. And once you changed it, you now have to change your action as well. So you need to adapt to your new power. I give you a very easy example, which is the gym. If you go to the gym, and you go all in and you can lift instead of 5 kilos the next day 10 kilos, you need to adapt and from now on always lift 10 kilos. That means you are expanding your comfort zone. A lot of people say growth happens outside of the comfort zone, but that is not true because then you're uncomfortable, you're not in control of the results. It's not a good thing. The trick is to expand your comfort zone. Make it bigger where you feel okay, comfortable, where you feel still challenged, but you know that you can achieve it. And that's expanding the comfort zone. I don't go to the gym and lift 5 kilos and then the next time 50. That's impossible. But if you do it slowly, gradually, time by time by time, you can adapt and then you grow. So the growth and the adaptation is the long-term goal. And going all in is what you should do every single day. So every day you should wake up. And it's in my point of view, it's really good if you don't like something. I like to wake up angry and mad at the world. And then I have the adrenaline and the challenge level. And I say, very easy thing. I have to wake up and then I have to do coffee, but the coffee is so far away. And then I look at the coffee machine and I say, I'm going to walk to you without coffee. And then toof, 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 you do it, clack, you switch the coffee machine on, you make yourself a coffee and then you have power. So even a small thing, rather than saying, oh, can you please bring me a coffee? You go there yourself, you switch it on and you make it. Very small example, but it's a good example of only you can do those things. And when you achieved it, grow and make it normal, because then you expand the comfort zone and then you will grow in yourself, in your team, and in your business.
Okay. Go all in is our choice.
Go all in is still the champion. Absolutely.
Here is the statistics we receive from our audience and from us too. First is stick to the facts. Then
stick to the facts is definitely also very important, because you have to live in reality, not in a lie. So when you see the shark, you have to look at the shark and you have to say, oh, that's a shark.
We will show our audience how to ride the shark. Because now they choose stick to the facts, run a small experiment, follow and then go all in and then ride the shark. Then adapt.
Okay, I have to say one thing. It depends on the audience.
Yeah.
Run a small experiment is always a good solution when you have a lot to lose. So if you are a very, very big company and then you adapt AI, for instance, artificial intelligence into your workflow, you won't do it everywhere immediately. You start slow, make sure it works, and then you grow. If you are a startup, you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
You already have nothing anyway, so what can you lose? There's not a lot of stuff you lose. A startup would never run a small experiment. You want to go all in. If you're a startup and you want to be successful, the best way, in my point of view, is to say, I'm going to change the world. I'm going to be the biggest in the market. I'm going to be the best in the market. Challenge level. I'm going to challenge everything that exists. Running small experiments and doing it gradually is very good if you have a lot to lose, if you're a big company. But if you're a startup, if you're young, go all in.
Very inspiring, especially for me as a CEO of a startup. Dietmar, great sense to you.